Dear commerce students to Exam Tips and Tricks channel. Here is the problem. In this problem, trial balance is given. Based on the trial balance, we need to prepare final account, that is trading and profit loss account as well as balance sheet. So various accounts in this trial balance that is given as opening stock, purchase and sales, returns, debit column always sales returns, credit column purchase returns. Sales returns has to be deducted from sales, purchase returns has to be deducted from purchases. Wages, trading account, salary, profit loss account, miscellaneous income, that is profit loss account, credit side, rent received. So if the amount is given on the debit side, then rent paid. Rent paid, that appears under debit side of profit loss account. Rent received is the revenue that appears under credit side of profit loss account. Drawings and capital, that is in the balance sheet. Debtors and creditors, balance sheet. Cash, balance sheet. Investment, that is an asset, balance sheet. Buildings, furniture, fixed asset, balance sheet. Next, adjustment, 2 entries. Closing stock, 1 entry. Under credit side of trading account, another entry. Under asset side of balance sheet. Depreciation of furniture, depreciation appears on the debit side of profit loss account and it has to be deducted in the balance sheet. Depreciation on building, what is the depreciation amount that appears under debit side of profit loss account? It is one of the non-cash expense and in the balance sheet. Provision for bad debts, 1 entry in the profit loss account debit side, another entry in the balance sheet. Salary outstanding, outstanding salary has to be added to salary amount and 1 more entry on the liability side. So these are the entries that has to be made. Trial balance, only 1 entry, either trading account, profit loss account or balance sheet. Adjustment, 2 entries that has to be made. Now let's see the solution. So here we are preparing trading and profit loss account as on 31/3/2023. So the format: expenses or losses, amount, income or gains, amount. So first, preparation of trading account, finding out gross profit or gross loss. Gross profit has to be transferred to credit side of profit loss account. Gross loss has to be transferred to debit side. Next, preparation of profit and loss account, finding out net profit or net loss. Net profit has to be added, net loss has to be deducted. Finally, balance sheet with certain adjustments that must be equal, that has to be tallied. This is how this trading and profit and loss account has to be prepared. Finally, balance sheet has to be equalized. So here is a question. First entry is opening stock. Opening stock appears in the trading account debit side. Purchase and sales. Purchases has to be debited to trading account, sales has to be credited. Returns, in the sense debit side sales returns, credit side purchase returns. Sales returns has to be deducted from sales, purchase returns has to be deducted from purchases. Wages, that is trading account. Salary, profit and loss account, salary. Miscellaneous income, that is income side of profit and loss account. Rent received, that is an income, credit side. Next, drawings and capital. Drawings and capital appears in the balance sheet. Capital amount, net profit has to be added, drawings has to be deducted. Next, debtors and creditors. Debtors, asset, creditors, that is a liability side. Next, cash, that is a current asset, balance sheet. Investment, if the investment is made for long-term investment, that is non-current asset. Short-term investment, current asset, so that appears under the asset side. Next, building, furnitures, both are fixed assets. Furniture as well as buildings are fixed assets. So these are the entries that has to be made. Next, adjustment. So adjustment, two entries has to be made. Closing stock, that appears in the trading account. One entry in the trading account, another entry is balance sheet asset side. So closing stock, balance sheet asset side. Next, depreciation on furniture. Depreciation on furniture, depreciation on building. Depreciation on furniture, the value of furniture is 23,800 into 10%. That will be 2,380. One more entry, it has to be deducted from respective fixed assets. So deduct that amount, 2,380. Depreciation on building 15%. The value of building is 86,000 into 15%. So one entry will be under debit side of profit loss account, and another entry, it has to be deducted from the respective fixed asset. Next, provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts 500. That is given directly. If it is given in terms of percentage, then provision for bad debts has to be provided for the debtors amount. Here we need not calculate because the amount is given directly. So provision for bad debts, debit side profit and loss account, and it has to be deducted from the debtors amount. Next, salary outstanding. Salary outstanding, that has to be included to respective salary amount. So that is given as 1,000. So 9,000 plus 1,000, that will be 10,000. And one more entry that appears under liability side of balance sheet. So these are the entries that must be made. Now we need to find out gross profit from trading account. Finding out gross profit or gross loss. Here gross profit. So credit total is more. So write credit total as 1,63,600. Write the same total under debit side from 1,63,600. As we deduct 20,000, 78,800, 12,000, we get a gross profit. As it is a closing balance, record that as gross profit carried down. It has to be considered as opening balance to profit and loss account. Gross profit brought down, that is 52,800. Next, preparation of profit and loss account and ascertainment of net profit or net loss. Here is a net profit, so credit total is more. Credit total is 70,800. Write the same total under debit side also, 70,800. From 70,800, as we deduct 10,000, 2,380, 12,900, 500, we get a value of 45,020. That is a net profit that must be transferred to balance sheet. It has to be added. Net profit always has to be added. Net loss must be deducted. Next, balance sheet has to be equalized. So here liability side, capital amount is 80,000. Net profit, that has to be added. Drawings, that must be deducted. So the net amount will be 1,21,020. Then creditors amount, outstanding salary under liability side. Then asset side, we have cash, debtors minus PBD, closing stock, then investment, buildings minus depreciation, furniture minus depreciation. So the total amount of balance sheet will be 1,36,020. Both sides, it has to be equalized. So this is how preparation of final account, that is trading and profit loss account as well as balance sheet. Thank you.